Look at that.
Keep on growing now.
In this video, we're going to show you how to use our microgreen grower to grow awesome microgreens like you see all around here, even some behind me. We've got everything from red cabbage to tatsoi, pak choi, red leaf lettuce, even some basil and pea shoots. These guys are all ready to harvest, as are these. And we've also got some that have just sprouted and some that will be ready in about 4 to 5 days. So that's a continuous harvest system where we keep it going over and over again. We're going to show you how to get started. All right, now all of these up front were grown with the pint-sized, wide-mouth mason jars. I use quart-sized jars for my pea shoots. So first thing, you want to gather your supplies. You're going to get your mason jars. Of course, our microgreen grower. This one has an easy refillable spout, some nutrients, your seeds, and maybe a couple of paper towels. Now check out my other videos where I tell you what nutrients we use and how to mix it up. It's very easy, 1 teaspoon per gallon. That's it. And another thing we're going to be using is our adjustment ring, which if you still have the band that came with your mason jars, those work well. After a few uses though, mine start to rust, so I made some out of our bioplastic. That way we don't have to worry about it. First thing I'm going to do is put one together so you can see how fast and easy it is. And then I'll go ahead and slow down and give you the steps. And if you can learn these 5 easy steps, you'll be able to grow loads of your own microgreens at home. It's fill, blot, sprinkle, spray, and cover. Pretty easy, right? Now see if you can see which one of those 5 steps are as I do it here. It goes fast.
Well, I threw out my shovel and I threw out my hoe. Threw out everything I thought I needed to grow. No pumps, a hummer, no motor, no meter, no fuss. Just a jar full of water and it's growing for us. Cause I keep on growing, growing. Keep on growing, growing. No dirt, no digging, just a seed in the light. A little bit of water and it's growing just right. Well, I keep on growing, growing. Keep on growing now. No pH to measure, no EC to read. Just a little bit of water and a hopeful little seed. They said that I was crazy, said it couldn't be so. But my window's full of green and boy, you ought to see it grow. Cause it keep on growing, growing.
That's it.
Keep on growing, growing.
So if you can do that, you can grow this, all of this. Pretty easy, right? So you can see setting up like 6 or 8 of these at one time is not going to take you any time at all. We'll set that right there. Let me explain the steps real quick. We have our mason jar. We're going to take our adjustment ring, put your microgreen grower in it, drop it right in there. We're going to take our nutrients and fill it up right to the bottom of your microgreen grower. Now you want it close enough that the roots are going to be able to sense the water, start growing down, but you don't want too much where it's flooded and the seeds are floating. So fill it up till it touches the bottom of that microgreen grower. And then if there's any water puddling up in the middle, just blot it. So we have fill, blot, sprinkle. Now believe it or not, for our pak choi, tatsoi, red cabbage, even lettuce here, we're only going to use about a half a teaspoon, maybe a little more than half a teaspoon of seed. Here comes the sprinkle part. You just want a nice even layer. That's it. If it's piled up, if you accidentally dumped it in one spot, just kind of move it around a little with your finger. Look, just like that. Then comes the spray. This is just water. It's just to keep the seeds damp during germination. And then we cover them until they germinate. So if you kept your lid, you can do that. If you lost the lid, just cover it with a little foil. All right, so now we're set up, right? Now how do we go from that to this? This is where the microgreen grower makes it easy. The first few days, you just want to peek in here, and if it looks like it's starting to dry out a little, give it a spritz. If you see condensation on the lid and inside of here, don't do anything, just leave it. You don't want it too wet. In a few days, your seeds are going to germinate and they'll start sending down some roots. At that time, you want to remove your lid and keep your water level right there at the bottom. Don't flood your microgreen grower. Once your plants start to develop some deep roots, maintain your water level. Somewhere right around in here. Don't let it go all the way down and fill back up, but you don't have to sit here and babysit it every day. Now I use one of these funnels for refilling. You can get them on Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the description. They're used for essential oils, those little tiny bottles. That's what the straw is for, right there. Place that in there and it makes it easy to refill. Now if it's really hot where you're at and you find your sprouts starting to dry out, you can always get one of these punch cups and use it as a humidity dome. We all live in different environments, so you're going to have to experiment with where you live. So that's it. If you can remember fill, blot, sprinkle, spray, and cover, you can grow your own superfoods at home. And we're not talking about tiny little microgreens like you get at the store. We're talking about things like this. So if you want your own microgreen growers, check my bio for a link to our shop. Remember, cover, blot, sprinkle, spray, and cover, and you'll be on your way to a healthier you. So pretty much that's 99% of the microgreens that we grow, and I've got videos on the pea shoots on our channel, so check those out. And believe it or not, those guys are just as easy. All right, keep on growing.
Down in the quiet dark, nobody knew. A little green secret was working its way through. Days in the soft soil, patient and slow, holding all the promise that a small seed knows. A crack in the morning, a stir underground, the gentlest beginning without a single sound, reaching for a light it had never seen, pushing through the brown to become something green. Up, here you come, tiny little sprout from the deep and the dark you've won. Open to the morning, take your first breath in. Welcome